Hey YouTube, this is your boy Wave519. Um, this is my first video, so today I want to bring you quite a few tips on how to get your wave done the right way. Okay, and as you can see, I still got some forks, couple forks here and there, but this is what the video is about today. So stay tuned. Show you how to remove your forks. First thing you will need a comb. All right, and for the people that like to wolf, this is a detangler brush. It's good when you're wolfing. Like me, as you can see, my hair is pretty long right now, and you need the essential hard brush, medium, and soft brush as well. All right. So as you can see here, I got, like I was saying, I got quite a few forks right here, right, and quite a few more right here. I'll come back after I start combing. After combing your hair, you have to make, so now that's where I'm gonna get into the tips. All right, make sure to comb your hair properly and get the waves back on top, you know. So now let's get into the tips. So like I was saying, so right here, right is where my forks is. All right, so your point is you want all the waves to line up like so, right? They look good, no broken line in between, unlike this one, right? So what you want to do is you want to move this part down so it matches this line. Okay, so they all can be just one line and for it to look good. So what you will want to do is, as you comb in your hair, right? And this you will do the same thing with the detangler brush, the comb, as well as your brushes, but more so with the comb and the detangler brush. They're the one that's gonna do more of the damage, right? Let's get into it. So what you do is you comb more where the forks are, right? Focus more where it is. So thing is, some people like to say to brush against their pattern, against the way you brush. But this doesn't work. I tried it, but it doesn't work. I used to have some fork right here. When I tried my method, it works. When I tried the method where this is where I brush like this, and then they tell you that you have to brush against your pattern like this way, instead of going in your pattern. This method doesn't work. So this is my trick right here. So this is usually how I brush. So they would want you to brush against your brushing pattern. You don't want to do that. You will still continue doing the same pattern of brushing that you do, but what the difference is, you'll start brushing at your fork right here. That's where you focus more. the more you focus there, the more your wave is gonna slowly but surely slide down until everything matches to be just one line everywhere instead of forks. So make sure to actually brush at the start of the fork. Start at the fork and keep on going there, right? But make sure not to forget about everywhere else. Okay, so let's say you do 100 strokes of brush. Okay, so 15 of the strokes would be all around, but 70, the other 70 strokes focus right here. And from time to time, go everywhere else. But you always have to go back to that same spot. Essentially, what the wave is, like, you don't just break the fork, right? So all the wave is that it moves from top to bottom gradually. So eventually, when you keep on playing with the fork right here, it will start sliding down. But make sure to brush all around where the fork starts, right? So this is the fork right here, the fork line. So you'd all make sure to brush right here as well, or comb in this case. Like this, the wave is moving down at the same time as the fork. So it matches, right? You want this to start moving down and become one line. And then you want to do the same thing as well with these. Make sure you only touching. You see how I'm placing the comb? I'm placing the comb where the fork starts, right? Placing the comb like this. You don't want to touch this, because if you start touching this start going down as well as the fork. So they're not gonna match. So you want this to start going down until it matches this. So this is why I'm putting the fork. I'm putting my comb like this, right? And you start attacking it. And you do this over and over and over and over and over. Then after that, you get the detangler brush, right? And then you do the same thing again. Right? And then you move everywhere in the head, but then you focus with the fork. It's the same thing again. Start right there. And then over time, you brush everywhere, and then you go back to it. And again, like I was saying, this line right here, that's the fork line, right? You want this to start going down, and then you brush. As you can see, this one was straight, right? At some point, this one was straight with this one, by doing this, focusing on that spot only, you can only see this one start going down. Start going down like this, right? So keep on attacking this part right here again. You don't want to brush the whole thing. You want to focus right here. Right? Same thing again with the hard brush. Right? Brush everywhere again. Same thing. Like right now, I'm not gonna brush everywhere, showing you everything my hairs. The purpose is to show you how to break the fork. Right? Again, you brush everywhere, like I was saying, and then you come back to the spot right here again. You see how I'm starting just at that spot where I want? You want this to start going down, so that's where you keep on focusing. And then you always want to go back or front because you want the waves to start going down with the fork. So those lines start matching these ones, right? And then you go back to the spot again. And then you move on from the hard one to the medium one, then soft, right? And it's the same process over and over again. Once you get rid of that one, well, in my case for me, so I'm focusing on that one right now, right? Then eventually, I'm gonna start attacking these ones, right? I got one right here and another one right here, right? So this part is completely messed up right there. But for now, I'm focused right here. So you don't want to attack all of them at the same time. Focus on one spot, break it, then move on to the next. Don't try and do them all at once. Focus on one. So like you add the biggest fork right here. Okay, I'm gonna post the picture so you can see it. You should be able to see the picture right now. The biggest fork right there. And it is the same technique again. You don't brush against the brush pattern. You brush the same way, but then you focus on that. All right, you guys, to recap, it's just about keeping it consistent and accuracy. It doesn't really matter. Man, what am I saying? It doesn't really matter how long you spend brushing, but as long as you put that work in, all right? And keep in mind knowing your pattern as well. So basically, all you wanna do is focus more on that fork spot, right? And brushing is key, you know what I mean? And anything you put in your hair, make sure that you brush, right? Make sure you keep on putting the brush work in. When I do my session, I go hard and long. You know what I mean? Always put the work in, right? Mostly in them forks, right? So if you like this video and if it inspired you, please give it a thumbs up. Actually, 2 thumbs up, right? And if you're new to my channel, which most of you are, and don't know how to get these, well, you know what I'm talking about. You just saw my video, so I don't have to take off my durag again. I just put my durag on. And you're like, man, how did you do it? Just hit that subscribe button. I'll teach you. It's easy, all right? So all you gotta do is put the work in. You know, the more work you put in, the faster you're gonna get the results, right? Because you know you're doing what I do. So if I'm waving without forks, you definitely waving without forks, right? So make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. Right? It's your boy Wave509. Man, all of a sudden I get a lot of energy, right? Don't eat, don't sleep, Just